Dr. Aaron Lewis, we are so happy to have you on today. We are at the Rework in America tour, and I'm about to sneeze.
False alarm. Welcome to the show. Oh,
yeah, I knew it was coming.
There it is.
Got to get it out.
Yeah. So, man, you're a fascinating character. This man has wears 70 hats, guys.
Right.
He's a doctor. He's a pastor.
Senior pastor.
Pastor running for governor.
Yes, sir.
Man, so we're gonna have to unpack some of that stuff. That's amazing. As I said previously, we're at the tour right now, and the fact that you're here as a black man, is a controversial, all alone.
Oh, that's right there. That's like about 10 hours worth of a broadcast because that's a loaded topic, man. Because even coming up here and having been on the majority of all of these, it's crazy the lies, man, that are whirled at us. I'm like, it's like real talk. It's just like, you just throw a lie out there, put it on the news, and everybody starts believing it. So even like this particular one, the Attorney General of this state, she was warning people about this event, saying that it was a white nationalist event, right, and that it was going to be all kind of, it's going to be hate mongering up here. It's going to be violence, and that she wants to make sure that the military's on notice and that the police are on notice. She was just whack. She's just like just whacking out.
Wacko,
yeah, man. So I said it's just sad because all you have to do is tell a little lie, and then it just messes everything up. Like, it doesn't have to be a big lie. You just tell a little bit of a lie, put it out there, and then everybody believes it, man. And I'm like, wow, it's scary. I actually was on this tour since the very beginning when we were in Tulsa, man. It was amazing. And I didn't hear not one white nationalist, nothing, not one thing. But see, here's the problem with my people, right? I love my people. I know who I am. I'm a black man. I ain't the least bit trying to deny it. I certainly can't hide it, right? And so, but the problem is that our people have been so conditioned to hear mainstream media. They believe that what they hear on mainstream media is it. So, I heard that on the news, so that is the truth. It's not the truth. Even this entire tour, it hasn't been 1 ounce of any level of white nationalism.
Yeah, that's why they have you speaking. That's why they have Dr. Stella speaking.
You know what I'm saying?
Pastor Leon Benjamin speaking. That's why they have
Attorney Lindsay.
Yeah.
Attorney Lindsay speaks. Kevin Jenkins. I'm like, come on, man, it's ridiculous. But here's the deal: when we as black men, right? We can't say that anymore in America either because
there's no such thing as a black man or a woman. We're non-binary.
It's nonsense, dude. I'm saying I'm a black man. You understand what I'm saying? I identify as a black man
in America.
You don't even gotta identify.
Right,
you just are,
right.
man.
Y'all see what I identify. I ain't even got to tell you. You see what's up. And so the thing is that it's sad that they play on the ignorance of so many of our people that they can fool us by giving a narrative that doesn't even require evidence. You don't even have to give the evidence. Just say some stupid stuff and people believe it. You know why they
Make
do
it
that?
emotional.
You know what the most emotional word in America is now? Racism, right? Yeah. And then soon as that word
lost its meaning.
Soon as it's said, guess what? In black communities, there's always this extraordinarily emotional, feeling that makes us start to not think rationally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
And so, listen, I'm the first one to say, does racism exist? Of course it does, right? Yeah, racism exists. Nobody's ever saying that it went away. But is everybody racist? Absolutely not. And is everything racist? No, it's not.
And it goes both ways.
It 100%.
They don't want to acknowledge it. There's no such thing as reverse racism. You're right. You're
100%.
There is no such thing as reverse racism. It's just racism.
Listen, the vitriol goes both ways, man. The hate goes both ways. The ignorance goes both ways. But the problem is that none of us are really recognizing that the reason why is because when we are together, we're unified, we're strong, nobody can tear us apart. They want us to be separated. So that, and when I say they, I'm talking about the powers that be that are destroying our country. And many of those people in power are in government. Yeah. It just is what it is. And see, we gotta. It's like like when you were little, right? There are certain things that that you couldn't say because you were little. You know what I'm saying? Or if your parents were talking private stuff, you couldn't hear that conversation. It's like get out of here because you little, right? Yeah. But then when you grown, it's like come on, we grown now, so we can talk about this. And that's the thing is that like a lot of black people have not grown up. They're 21, they're 30, they're 40, right? Yeah. But they've not grown up to be able to have a healthy discussion about this. Yeah. And so what happens is that the only discussion that's ever had is the one that the far left tells us to have. And if we don't have that discussion, they shut us down. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a scary proposition because we're only allowed to say what they tell us is right. What they tell us is wrong. We can't think for ourselves.
You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean, even doing a broadcast just a moment ago with the local news here, who were asking about, the whole white nationalist, concept, the entire, concept of, this entire tour being anti-black, anti-Semitic, and homophobic.
Explain.
First of all, I've not heard any vitriol towards anybody whatsoever.
I don't even see people talk. I think I talk about the LGBTQ community the most out of anybody on this tour. We're too focused on trying to save America.
Listen, that's what you just said is literally why we are here. We are trying to save our country from destruction. And what that means for all the people that want to read into that. What do you mean save from destruction? We're literally trying to save our country and its constitution that has protected us to this point that's trying to be erased by a whole group of people who don't love our country and don't love our freedom.
They're selling out our country.
They're selling out our country. And the craziest thing is that you'll understand what freedom is even more after you lost it. You understand what I'm saying? When it's gone, you're going to really understand it.
And when you lose it, you can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
As you lost it. That's what I'm saying. You're slowly taking away our freedoms, slowly trying to infiltrate us with all this dogmatic, disgusting mentality, and everyone's falling for it. Which is why the tour is happening. Yeah. That's why Clay and Aaron and you and all these people are stepping up saying, no, you're not going to. Simple truths. Yeah. Simple facts are being stated here, and we're white supremacists because of it.
We're white supremacists. Wait, you gotta put that letter on there. We black white supremacists, right? White supremacists, right? That's a whole nother level, bro.
Winsome Sears, Winsome Sears, the lieutenant governor of Virginia, is a white supremacist because he's a Republican.
Yeah, and see, and what's so sad is that there's very few dudes on that side, right? On the, black dudes on that side that will do this. They won't sit down with us and have a debate. All they do is they get on their broadcast, whether it's BET or whatever, and they say what they say, and they're sheltered. They're certainly afraid of me. They don't want to debate me because I'll eviscerate them, because everything that pays their bills is based on division, is based on the race game. They don't have a page. So if racism goes away, guess what? They don't have a check. Yeah. So it incentivizes them to keep the race thing.
Think about how evil that is.
It's disgusting.
The fact that your own people who are mentally oppressed because of the mentality and the nonsense that has been, the narrative that's been pushed to them, are mentally oppressed, mentally enslaved, not actually. Right. You're going to make it somewhere in life and not try and help them get out of it, but continually tell them that they're in this place of oppression.
This is just the way it is.
And profit off of it. Yeah. You are the person who is hurting your community.
They're killing our community.
Yeah, we're the people of hate for wanting to unite.
Yeah, telling you that you can make it. Yeah, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, not just given. Yeah, is an opportunity that you have available to you if you just work, if you do something.
And to not make us, right? When I say this, I'm talking about black people. I'm talking about Latino people. Stop making us somebody's doggone victim, man. I'm not a victim. You're not a victim. You understand what I'm saying?
You're trying to tell me I'm a victim. I grew up in the middle class, and I was doing great. I'm not a victim of anything.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. But listen, I'm a victim because of my skin color. That's complete stupidity. It's nonsense. Dude, it's the same with me. I tell people in Connecticut, I said that most white folks didn't grow up as good as I did. My dad was a real estate developer and a bishop, right? Yeah. I was driving in the back of his Rolls Royce in 1975.
Dang.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
No,
so
no,
90s, the hold on, hold on.
that didn't happen.
No,
so that couldn't happen, right?
That
You
That's
know,
impossible.
You feel me? So come on, bro.
Oh, because he was a sellout. You know,
Or you know,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
It's like
They
it's
don't,
almost like
they
you
don't
people,
hear themselves.
You can't
right?
be successful if you're black.
You're a
Yeah.
sellout because of the ideology that you have, which led to your success and your parents' success. But because these people that think the opposite, they think that way and they're oppressed. They don't understand what they're saying. You think a different way. Doesn't matter what your skin color is, and that led to your success. But they think the opposite way. Like they don't hear themselves.
But think,
Make it make sense.
But think about this, right? Like you brothers are a little bit younger than me. I'm just I'm stroking myself.
Only a couple days.
A
Just
couple days
couple
younger than me. But just think about it. How is it that 20-ish people, 30-ish people buy into the concept that not just for a day, a week, a month, but for the rest of their life. Just think about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna always be judged by the color of your skin, right? And you guys. Listen, I've been on broadcast. True story, right? And it could be a white dude, right? That's actually interviewing me, and he'll immediately say, "Oh yeah, Dr. Lewis, of course, I've had, hard times in my life, but certainly not as hard as you did being a black man." Serious, right? And I bust out laughing, right? And I quickly say,
Racist.
You know how that sounds?
It's the most racist statement in the world. And then
Certainly not as hard
certain-
as you.
and they say that like they feel so. I feel so bad for you, dude. What you had to go through being your color. I'm like, I lived great.
Excuse me?
I had a wonderful life.
Were you in the back of a row?
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have any poverty,
Yeah.
but there again, that's their scope of reference. But here's the problem. Unfortunately, a great portion of us allow them to think that way. Now, I know that there's black poverty, but guess what? There's white poverty too. There's
wanna talk
also
about it.
Latino poverty, there's Asian poverty,
Yeah.
but the screen is on black poverty. Why? To keep an entire group of people down by giving them this narrative that because you have a certain skin color, that's why I'm completely against CRT. People say you against CRT and you black. Because I'm
Why are you
black.
for it?
Because I'm black, I'm against CRT.
Right.
Because think about it. First of all, there's a lot of dudes, right? That did crazy stuff 400, 300, 200 years ago during slavery. Nobody's denying that. It was horrific stuff, right?
Yeah. Of
course.
But how am I intelligently going to connect somebody in 2022 to one of their great-great-great-grandfathers 15 generations ago that they may not have even liked if they met him, right? And say, you got to now live out the sins of that guy that you don't even know. This makes no sense. It's stupid.
Nope, reparations, please.
But yeah, right, reparations right away.
Hand it over.
But think
If you're not for it, you're racist.
You're right, but think about how crazy that is, right? And then putting us in that whole reparations, waiting line, right, for the rest of our life. When do we get on with life and say, this is stupid, man? I'm about to get mine. Let me go get mine.
That promotes a lazy mentality.
Yeah.
That promotes a lazy work ethic. If everything's someone else's fault and it wasn't yours and you're just destined to fail, well then, let me fight for these reparations.
But bro, how long?
Forever.
This right?
Forever.
This has been a 400
There's no
year.
end goal.
Yeah.
Like, there's no end goal with
When
that.
do we
Yeah.
stop it? When does it end? When do we ever say, okay, fine? We've been oppressed long enough. We ain't gonna be oppressed. Now we want to be the unoppressed people.
Hey.
Like, when does that end?
Right.
Honestly, one thing I do want to say is because this man, you are fire. You're powerful house. Well, I can't speak. Powerhouse voice, and the fact that you're running for governor is something that I want to get into because that's
Certainly.
Connecticut is gonna have an amazing governor.
Absolutely.
And he's black.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to hear nothing. I mean, liberals.
He's a white supremacist.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
can you talk to us a little bit about what inspired you to do that? Because I can
So
see
absolutely. So one of the things is that I'm completely of the belief system that when something needs addressing, when something has become as bad as it could be, for me not to step in and actually address that, then I become a part of the problem. And that's what's happened in Connecticut. I don't even though I understand the concept, blue, red, left, right, I don't even want to even go there. It's beyond that, bro. It's just become a state that is unconstitutional, even though ironically we're called the Constitution state. It's an unconstitutional mess where our governor has lost his mind. He believes that he's a king. He believes that he has the right to make decisions about your life and your life. And there's so many people that are asleep in our state that believe that he has the right to do so. Right now in our state, our education system is decimated. There was a time where it was just targeted to black communities. It's everybody now. All of the curriculum is horrible. Kids are suffering. They're not learning. They're being over sexualized at first and second and third grade.
First, second, and third.
Third,
Why?
yeah.
Why?
Why do they even need to have the conversation? Period. They're
Right.
children. When I was in first, second, and third grade, I was trying to throw a football, trying to learn how to play baseball.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if I liked the girl, if she blew a kiss at me, I would act giddy. You
Right,
get what I'm
right,
saying?
exactly.
I'm in third grade, for God's sakes, right? And so the whole concept of human sexuality wasn't even something that I could grapple with. I'm a kid, for God's sakes. But what they're doing, they're trying to bring this into our kids' lives. Guess why? To destroy them. There's no other way.
And normalize pedophilia.
And
I was about to say, yeah.
normalize pedophilia as well. Destroy them, like I said,
Yeah.
right? And so I said, it's crazy. So the attack against the children, the attack against the families, the attack against our health, there were just too many things that were going on. And I said, well, listen, I know that I am a better leader than this governor. This governor got in because of pretty much he was just the guy that they appointed in the Democratic Party. And they said, okay, fine. You got enough money. You got enough pedigree. So you be that. So in other words, it's not necessarily a qualification of leadership. It's just, hey, you the right guy right now.
Yeah.
You go
On
do
paper,
it.
he looks great.
On paper, he looks great, right?
Yeah.
But he's never, ever proven any real leadership skills whatsoever. He's never volunteered for nothing. He's never done anything. You get what I'm
Doesn't
saying?
care. Yeah.
He doesn't care. He's got, $500 million. That's it.
And here's the thing. The politicians need to get this to their dang heads.
Yeah.
You are serving the people,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Yeah, 100%.
You, like, we were talking to Dr. Sherwood, and he was talking about how he wants to have city council meetings. He wants to bring people in and get their input on
Yeah.
things, because that is who you're representing.
Yeah.
Not the other way. I'm not. You're not my king. Like you said, he thinks he's a king. You don't.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to nitpick how my life is supposed to be. I'm supposed to nitpick how I want you to implement what we want for our community.
So you brought up
or
like
for our
city
country.
council. So what happens, and this happens in both parties, unfortunately. And so the problem is that they will start cherry picking even who they want. I'm talking about once the leadership is in, right? Whether it's governor or mayor, they start cherry picking who they want for city council, who they want for the board of education, not for the interests of the people, but to promote their agenda and to keep their agenda going. And that's really sick, man, because, the people are under this belief system that we elected you because, you were our person. It's not always that. Sometimes we elected them because we thought they were our person, but it was really because, this other person put so much money into their campaign that they are now on the team that is actually weaponized against us. That's a major problem. And so, people always ask me, well, what is your strategy? I'm like, we'll find everyone that is against our state, against our country, that's in position and take them out of position, point blank. That's what I believe. That's the only way we're going to clean this mess up, because it's completely out of control. And I pray that this November that people do the right thing in Connecticut, and the next time that y'all interview me, y'all be interviewing me in the governor's mansion. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's amazing. So, since you're running for governor, I want people, if you're in Connecticut or you have family in Connecticut, you have anyone in Connecticut, and you are very passionate,
Or even know somebody in Connecticut.
or know somebody in Connecticut,
Yeah.
and you're very passionate about seeing that change, that state change for America. Because we
You're
need it.
hearing it here. Like, he clearly cares.
Yeah,
you
where
know?
can they go?
So go to www.lewisforgovernor.com, lewisforgovernor.com. Also, I tell everybody this, go to Facebook, Lewis for Governor as well on Facebook, and just follow. Just click the button, follow. You ain't got to go follow me to a marathon. Just a button, bam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Follow me, and that helps me. It helps to rate me on Facebook, and it helps other people to know about me. But definitely do that. Make a donation at lewisforgovernor.com, and that will go a long way, because we definitely want to see things turn around. So if you believe in values, that's another what they call a bad word now, having a value. I have values, right?
Trigger word.
It's a trigger word, right? If you have values and you believe that we need to vote for people with values, then you need to vote for Aaron Lewis this coming November.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not shy about my values. I'm not shy about what I believe. And listen, there are some people that will say, well, you're imposing your beliefs on me. No, I'm not imposing my beliefs on you. I'm telling you how a state needs to be run. I'm telling you that the imposition of other people's non-values has been imposed on us, and that needs to stop. You understand? There is a way for us to grow. There is a way for us to be in harmony. I don't have to agree with everything that you believe. I don't have to approve of everything that you believe. You see what I'm saying? And you don't have to with me, but you're not going to stop what I believe. You see, our governor shut our churches down. You know what I personally believe about it? That was a bad move that he will pay for at some point in his life, because you don't shut the churches down, but keep Costco's open.
Right.
Explain that to me. They've got millions of subscribers, members, right?
Yeah.
Most pastors don't have millions of members, but it's all right for them to be in a big old Costco, shopping, and they're this close to one another.
Right.
But at the same time, you're going to shut down the churches, and church could have 50, 100, maybe 1,000 people. Right? Come on.
But as long as they have a mask, it's fine.
Yeah, come on, man. You about to take me into a whole nother 3 hours, bro.
Here's the thing.
A whole nother 3 hours.
Here's the thing. First of all, everyone go to lewisforgovernor.com.
lewisforgovernor.com.
Go to Facebook, Lewis for Governor. And here's the thing. We need people like this. This is why you guys voted for Trump. This is why you like Trump, because he's just like a no nonsense. This is a fact. This is the truth, and I'm going to fight for you. We need more people like that, and it's good that after his presidency, we have people standing up to do that.
Yeah.
And so go to lewisforgovernor.com. If you're in Connecticut, you know somebody in Connecticut, your friends, people, send them there. Vote Lewis for Governor. Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Much love.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Many people know about our clinic, but most don't realize we help patients around the globe reach their health goals. Deep down, you know there's got to be a way to get there, but you don't know where to start. Our starter plan is the first step. You'll get everything you need to experience a health transformation in 120 days.
You'll start by resetting your health with a 2-week detox. Then you'll implement our proven anti-inflammatory food plan. On top of this, you'll get a 120-day supply of essential supplements, omega-3, and vitamin DK, as well as our homeopathic drops to accelerate your health goals.
Go to Sherwood.tv now and use the promo code on your screen to receive this exclusive offer and save a total of $80.
This is your path to more energy and better health.